kind of an unusual neighbor story. This happened to me during the mid 1990s. I was living in Wilmington, Ohio. For those of you not from the Midwest, that's kind of close to Springfield, Ohio, which has been in the news of late. Also close to Middletown, Ohio, where I think Vice President Vance spent some time during his formative years. This was long before that, though. This was in about 1995, middle of the decade, and I was working in a manufacturing plant. I had regular, business hours, and I every night for a while there, between midnight and 2 a.m., one of my next door neighbors is playing country music, just so loud it's literally shaking the walls of my apartment. Now this was an old apartment complex. It was old even then. I think it had been built during the 1960s, and it was called Foxglove Apartments, which I think you can look it up on the internet. Foxglove Apartments in Wilmington, still there. Anyway, so this is going on for like about a better part of a week, and I'm just like, I got to do something about this. So I get up one night, get dressed, and it's middle, like, dog days of summer. It's really hot out, and I walk out through the fireflies. It's very dark. All of these apartments are on the ground floor. Again, kind of an old complex in a rural area. And I finally tracked down the source of the music. It's just like in the next building over. And the guy's got the door open, which was a little bit unusual. So I walk in there, and he's got all of these deer heads and different animal heads mounted around the room. And I'm like, okay, this is strange. But the weirdest thing, and then he's got all these guns laid out on the table. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I walk into this apartment of this guy. I was in my 20s at this point. The guy was probably close to 40, and he's got all these stuffed animals all over the place, and literally this table full of guns. And the music is just boom, boom, whatever country music he was playing. And so he looks up at me, and he's a little bit startled. He's holding a gun that looks capable, a handgun that looks capable of taking down an elephant. And I thought, well, I'm here now, and the guy is keeping me awake. So I just explained, the issue. Hey, you're keeping me awake. Could you turn down the music? And he was pretty accommodating at that point. It did not turn into a confrontation. But it was one of the most unusual encounters I've ever had. And that's something I do remember. I lived in apartments until I was into my early 30s. And particularly, in suburban areas, but particularly in rural areas, you would encounter some interesting individuals, to say the least. But that guy with the guns and the deer heads and the country music, he was definitely an interesting individual. Thanks for tuning in. I will talk to you again soon.